Greetings, my Clash of Clans friends. It is your host, Galadon. Thank you for stopping by and checking out Clash of Clans attacks. Today we've got another exciting episode focusing this time on Quattro Lavaloonion once again, but this time we're going to do some 3-star attacks. Before we go back to doing ground attacks, we're going to talk about some 3-star total damage, as Peter would say, attacks on maxed out and similar bases. And going hand in hand with this attack strategy discussion is, of course, defensive base layout. We're hoping those defenders don't watch these videos. As you can see here, we've got 3 Lava Hounds that went to the 1 air defense at the top. That first rage spell is a little bit further to the outside than I like it as well. But there is the key difference, the single targeting Inferno. Just being completely overwhelmed by all of these smaller units, the balloons, the minions, the lava pups. It's a lot like a Go Wee Wee attack when you've got all of those skeletons working on the ground. Those single targeting Infernos just have absolutely no chance. It didn't matter even if they were set to air, but as the center of the base is being completely wiped out, we can see here there's lots of balloons and minions and lava pups left. We finally put the heroes down there with a couple of wall breakers to get through those walls, those level 11 walls. Pretty helpless right now, this air attack, just completely ignoring all of those walls. The king and the queen are going to move in, help wrap up this attack here. You can see we're going to activate the Barbarian King's Iron Fist right there, help him get through this wall. The queen working her way around the outside has not been damaged at all yet, and she's going to help clear out these structures. And now the kings will face off in a mighty king versus king battle, but of course the attacking king and his barbarians are going to wipe out that poor defending king. And there we go, the queen is going to help clean up the last structures around the bottom of the village here. And now the king, he's working on a wall trying to get away from that expo. He is deathly afraid of it. The queen is trying to come to his rescue. She is working her way in, he is working his way out. Finally, he gets through the wall, decides to change his mind. He's going to go back after that expo, but it is going to be the queen, slowly but surely working away at this level 11 wall. We haven't even activated her royal cloak here. She is going to come save the day, protect her king, take care of her man, wipe out that expo, and achieve the 3-star victory. Okay, next we are going to move on to an attack replay here from none other than North Coast of the clan Lost Phoenix, and right away we can see that this base has everything going against it for a Quattro Lavaloonion attack. Grounded expos, single targeting Infernos, and the air defense is pretty close to the outside of this village. And despite the fact that North Coast has decided to hold off his minions until the troops get closer to the center there, the lava pups, the way they explode when those lava hounds go down, have started to go to work on those outer structures there. And so the minions will come in later. They won't be able to utilize those rage spells, but it's not going to seem to matter because those balloons have done an amazing job around the center of this village. We're going to be at 50% damage in just moments here. The lava pups and the minions around the outside clearing those last structures, and now they start to group up and move in towards the center. They're going to wipe out that defending Barbarian King, take out the clan castle. Now they won't quite get a chance to work on the town hall, and normally we like to see that for the 3-star attack so that the heroes can focus on the edges around the outside, but the reverse is actually happening here. If you look at the bottom of your screen, another reason for when you're designing a base layout to try to balance your air defenses, your archer towers, your wizard towers as well, because just a few lava pups and minions down there are going to take out about 8 structures at the bottom of your screen with absolutely no resistance. And now the king and the queen can be deployed here. They're going to start to work their way towards the town hall, take out those skeleton traps without issue. We've got one lava pup that is going to solo the clan castle. The defending Barbarian King is basically going to get one-shotted here. The troops are still working their way towards the center, and now you can see laser focus going right to work there. The Barbarian King, in perfect harmony with his fellow barbarians, they go to work on all 3 of those structures at the same time, and now the queen is kind of being tanked by the king. He is protecting her. There goes her royal cloak just to help get through that wall to get around to the outside here. North Coast making sure that time doesn't become an issue here, and sure enough, it does not. The king and the queen, plenty of time, plenty of health left to get through these last structures, working their way through these walls. The queen going one way, the king going the other, in perfect harmony there, taking out those last structures. There goes the builder's hut, and a 3-star victory for North Coast. Okay, so taking a look at the next attack replay, of course we notice this time the Inferno Towers are set to multi, 2 of the 3 expos are set to ground and air, and this is just going to really show how powerful this attack can be, despite imperfect spell placement, because you've got Galadon behind the wheel here, and sure enough, watch as the balloons move in, these first 2 rage spells go down, and probably close to 50% of that rage spell radius is overlapping, completely wasted there. The first free spell goes down, which is actually good placement, gets the Multi-inferno and the Expo there. The last rage spell, not too bad. The last freeze spell, that didn't make a whole lot of sense. We should have frozen the multi-targeting inferno and that last Expo, of course. But you can see that these units have just moved in and completely eradicated those structures in the center there. A massive number of minions and lava pups have survived the initial strike there, and they're going to move in and take out all of these other structures. Again, 60% damage before the heroes are deployed, dropping a couple wall breakers in there just to help make the heroes' job a little bit easier. Skeleton traps, once again, disappointing, not really being effective there. I would not be surprised if we saw a change in the skeleton trap dynamic in the future. They just really haven't been that much of a factor in air or ground attacks. And here you can see the king and the queen doing their job, wrapping up this attack around the outside. The king kind of protecting the queen there as they take out those last structures and wrap up another 3-star victory. And that is just about going to wrap up this episode of Clash of Clans Attacks. But speaking of updates, you guys, I know there's been a lot of buzz recently about a holiday Christmas update for Clash of Clans. I'm curious to know what you guys think, what you expect, what you want to see in this next update. I imagine that sneak peeks have to be just around the corner, so please do leave your comments below and be sure to subscribe for daily Clash of Clans uploads. And you know you can count on Clash of Clans Attacks for your update news and sneak peeks. So I will see you guys again very soon with more full attacks.
Galadon.
Yes, Peter?
Would you cheer me up, play some of your bloopers?
Fine. And sometimes you'll find that many times, oftentimes, rarely, sometimes, is obviously those single targeting airborne units. And that is just about going to wrap up this episode.